Previously on Elements Asunder, the party, after having struggled to get up the mountain outside of a village, proceeded to take a small rest before heading into what they believe to be the top chamber. It was upon there they found more of these odd insect piranha-like creatures. And after a somewhat difficult battle, they found the portal the wizard had been talking about behind it. Behind the portal, which they now had confirmed existed, was a dark hole they were unsure of what it led to. But upon a certain individual's decision, uh, Affy was thrown into the hole. After a bit of deliberation, the rest of the party followed, leading to what appeared to be an abandoned spider cave, wherein all the spiders, giant though they were, appeared to have been slaughtered. Um, oh, right, I forgot that existed. Uh, Upon that, the party finally exited, seeing the light of day once again, and arrived on the far west side of the mountain.
Let's post us
Oh,
taking
that
a nap.
was. We see light. Great. Where are we going from here, guys?
Alright, I think we should probably get our wagon and probably head back to town.
What does it call?
Oh no, the liquor in there. Hopefully it's still good.
It's probably kept cold.
It's probably frozen at this point because it's so cold.
Liquor doesn't freeze. At least it shouldn't.
It could. If it's cold enough.
You've never had good liquor, I see.
I've had wine.
I don't know what kind of liquor he had. It freezes.
Like the last time I had liquor, quote unquote, in this place, it was just fancy pee in a cup.
Yeah,
that's
you
all
do
really
mean it
need,
was
then.
watered down, right?
I hope so.
Alright, let's head out.
So you guys head towards your cart, and you find it essentially in the same condition it was, with some more snow on it likely. But aside from that, no worse for wear. Certainly looking better than you guys do after your adventures on the mountain. So, you guys arrive back in town, approaching. It seems decently quiet. Do you have anything specific you wanted to do in town?
First and foremost, I must see the condition of the alcohol in that booze timer.
Uh, well, the alcohol that you found that's still in the cart is certainly chilled, but it's not frozen or anything.
No. The distilling days. Can I make the counter go down a date?
Yeah, I would say yes at this point. It's been about a day. Yes, especially since you took a long rest up there.
We're now 4 days to ale.
I remind JJ that we gotta talk.
You say this publicly, yes?
I say this to you. While we're still in the cart. I don't care if the rest of the party knows.
Yes, you and I shall be sharing a bed tonight. Do not fret, sir.
Are we in the town? By the way?
Yeah, you are. I would say you're just outside. You haven't fully entered yet, but
I say we take a quick breather and then we stop by and talk to our wizard companion.
Can I take a nap?
I think we all need a nap.
Yay.
Agreed.
I can definitely use one.
I would say you guys would have taken a short rest on the way here.
Oh, we need to take a long rest. 'Cause we're tired.
So you're going in. Are you guys going
I
to
am
the
still
inn?
technically exhausted.
Are you all going to the inn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you enter the tavern, it appears decently empty, except for the bartender, who's sort of absent-mindedly wiping down the tables. He glances up at you and doesn't seem to really respond.
Barkeep, we need our rooms.
You got the keys still, don't you?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
head on up.
Jack. Jack, you mind if I stay another night?
Go for it.
Thanks, buddy.
Before we go,
Yo, sir, what's the price
Feel
of
like-
that ale now?
I feel like you and I need to drink some. How much for? How many are there? 5. How many for 5 beers? How much for 5 beers?
I'll give it to you for 5 silver.
I give him a gold, and I tell him to keep the change.
He goes in the back and seems to disappear. You do hear movement behind, but it seems like it's going to take him a little while to get the 5 beers.
Alright. And I just take a seat. Kind of
Plop
just
down
like,
next there.
unwinding. So, that portal thing. We got to figure out a plan for that.
Indeed.
Wizard doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Ugh. Got these mysterious rocks. I look at Vesperin to kind of remind him of the plan that we had.
We have a thumbs up from Veteran.
I nod. I'm also gonna need that wizard staff back. We're gonna have to give something to show for our trip. Or
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can show it when we give the report.
I mean,
Extra
I
more.
have the knife, but also I like the knife, so I'm gonna keep it.
You may want to keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
pal.
I'll hide the knife.
At this point, the barkeep comes back, placing 5 brimming glasses of ale in front of you all.
Is it warm?
It's actually pretty cold.
Does
Yeah,
it smell like urine?
You take a sniff, and it smells like alcohol. You haven't done
Yeah.
anything to piss him off today.
All right. Cheers.
Does mine smell differently?
You take a sniff, and it seems fine right now. Probably.
All right. Cheers. As I just down the thing.
So we'll do the same.
I will swing
Eh,
one
fuck
back
it.
as well.
I
Let's
sip
join.
it. I sip the beer.
Affy, make a Constitution saving throw.
What me? I got pee again?
No,
No.
you're just a lightweight.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
damn it.
You're not an
It ta-
alcoholic.
It tastes extremely bitter to you. You are not happy with the taste, but the peer pressure is keeping you going.
They're
As
kind of
you-
like, you know, like whenever like people give like babies lemons for the first time, they like face contorts and stuff, and they like get all puckered. Is that like the face that I'm making right now? Like a
Essentially,
disgusted baby. Okay.
What's the matter, pal? Everything okay?
as you start to feel yourself
Mm.
get a little bit tipsy already.
That face looks like she needs another beer.
Mm-mm.
You doing okay, pal? Need help getting to your room?
No. God, I know where the room is. I know where to sleep. Shee.
So let's do it after another beer then. It's all good.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I just like aggressively shaking my head, just like, no.
I just
Uh,
raised
what's
my
that?
hand to the barkeep.
More-
Another round
one
for
more?
all 5 of us.
No,
This-
One more?
no,
One
no
more
more.
round. Let's go.
He
All
comes
5 of us.
back a couple of minutes later, placing 5 more mugs in front of you.
This
Who's
one's on
paying
me.
for this one? Yeah. All right. Let's go for it.
I give him
Affy, are you going to
5 silver.
are you going to drink again, Affy?
For more successful excursions. As I just down it.
Cheers to having a wonderful night.
I again very, very, very miserably sip at the beer, even though this will probably end poorly.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Again.
She's exhausted.
Your face. Oh, you are exhausted.
Oh, even better.
As you attempt to sip it down, you feel your muscles retch. And suddenly, everything you just drank comes spewing back out.
Oh no.
Burning on the table, come on.
Knew this would happen. Hey, Barkeep, this one's on me. I'll clean it up.
I kind of just like waddle over to her, like going to bed, not even taking a bath.
As you take a step off of the bar stool, I need you to make a dex save. You take one step, then two, and then suddenly the floor is much closer than you remember. Before you faceplant, taking 2 bludgeoning damage as you just smack directly into the wooden floor.
Okay, found my bed. Good night.
Oh, hey, Galthuk, pal.
And I just go to sleep.
Can you deal with him?
Yeah.
All right, I'll clean up the mess. Barkeep, you got
Well-
like a rag or anything I could use?
No,
I'll
no,
go
let's
ahead
just use
and,
his cloak.
I'll swing Danielle's arm over around my neck and kind of. I'm sorry, Affy, right?
Ye.
Yeah, Affy. Her arm around or his arm around my neck, and then I'll kind of walk him to the room to drop him off.
You know, just use his cloak to clean up the vomit.
You can. Who's gonna stop you? Not Affy.
Nah, Forte's going for a rag.
The barkeep
Um,
throws you what looks to be a fairly dirty rag.
All good.
Stained pretty black and brown.
All good. I catch it.
It's
And
gonna-
I just wipe it up, I guess. All right.
Estrin's gonna stand up from the bar and look at the 2 companions behind him and say, I'm gonna go for a walk. Be back in a little bit.
Is it like the dead of night by now?
Yeah, at this point it's decently late.
All
Before
right,
sleep.
JJ.
Probably
Alright.
Let me walk you to your room.
No, sir. You and I are spending the night together.
All right. Okay. Do we walk up? Do we walk up the stairs?
that is certainly your choice, do you?
Well, your call. Are we going to your room or mine? Because my room's the cart.
We're going to mine. So hey, pal. So what's going on with that? As once we enter the room, I close it. I close the door. So I ask him just, what's with that illusion magic on you?
Now listen, buddy, I don't mind telling you. I gotta unload a big secret on you, but it has to be just between us, okay?
Okay.
Do we move into the other room so that we don't hear the secret?
Oh well.
I mean, either
We're in
way, I'm
different rooms.
basically unconscious, so like.
You got separate rooms.
No, I mean I
Also-
meant like as in channel wise.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Now that's no fun.
Cool.
Fine. Now listen, buddy, I need you to sit down for this because what you're going to see is going to be on the bigger side.
All right, pal. Don't try anything funny. As I sit on my bed.
And this is where I message you directly.
You let me know. Professor, make an investigation check.
Sounds good.
Since trying to Leroy JJ Dots.
What are you looking for, buddy?
I'm looking for patches of like shrubbery on the path.
Of
Or I should just
robbery?
shrubbery, like
Ah.
aside the path and stuff like that, like a good sized patch of like a bush or something.
That's pretty easy for you to find.
I'm going
There's
to
a way for us. There's a way for us to tell in roll 20.
walk a ways off the path. Would you say the path kind of heads north-ish?
Northeast, yeah.
Northeast? Okay. So I'm gonna walk a little bit more northwest into the woods a little bit. That bush that I saw, I'm going to, let's see, what did I have?
How do I?
You /W forte. This way Alec can see what's going on.
Forward or backslash?
I'm actually,
Forward.
did I wild shape into a mole?
Yeah, you could.
Alright. I'm going to grab the, how many did I have? Okay, I'm gonna grab the 4 crystals that I had in
That did
my
not work.
bag and set them on the ground next to the bush.
You gotta do /W for each one.
Wild shape into a mole and dig a bit of a hole and a little bit of a
Delete that
a
if you can.
deep part of the bush.
Yeah, like mine deleting something.
I do not think I can delete. Okay, so you dig a hole.
Mm-hmm. I will then use my little mole arms to kind of knock the crystals down into the hole, into my burrow. Securing them, like resting them against one of the roots of this here bush. And crawl out of the little burrow that I have made. And transform back into myself.
Okay.
After that, I'm going to take a few steps back and just take note of my surroundings and look for landmarks that I could use to make sure I know where I put this.
Simple enough. There's a couple of trees that you note,
All right.
and you're able to pretty easily figure it out.
Dust off my hands a bit and just take one quick look around just to make sure I'm not being watched.
As you look around, you see there's a couple of animals, but nothing human. Nothing that really seems to even really be paying attention to you.
All right, then I will continue on my way back towards the end.
Okay. Forte and Leroy are currently having a conversation. Galthuk, you are putting Affy to bed. Is there anything you're doing before going to sleep yourself?
Just preparing my spells and kind of going to fall asleep.
Okay. Um. Well, as Leroy and Forte finish the conversation, I would say, Vesrin, you arrive back at the place. And I would assume head up to your own room. You do hear some discussion from a different room with Leroy and Forte, but you can't really make out what it is.
Fair enough.
Hmm?
I said fair enough. Are they in a different chat?
No, they're messaging privately.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then I'll just head into my room and pass out.
Okay. So, now we sort of have to wait for that discussion to end, as those two are talking for a decent bit.
A long conversation. We can just roleplay this though. We could just say it out loud.
Yeah, I feel like you could say this stuff out loud. Everyone and all the players already know this information.
Yeah. Basically, letting Leroy know that the church, if we can sense the magic on him, then the church sure as hell can. And they're not too fond. They're kind of closed-minded. Also let Leroy know that he can probably trust the rest of the party, because obviously of our choice of our preference of combat. But when we go back to the capital, it'll be dangerous, pal.
If things pop up in the party, that's fine by me. I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to be the one who brings it up, though. With respect to the church and whatnot, I got ways of. You were saying?
Is that I'll keep your secret, but I'll feign ignorance if they ask.
Never
Still,
you
though.
fret. I got ways of faking around a lot of those sensors.
I'm sure you do. I actually know someone who uses a very similar trick to you. Close friend of mine, actually. She used to be in my old battalion.
I'd be looking forward to meet her, especially based on how she got such an item, as I'm looking for info for that myself.
No. When we get back to the capital, hopefully I can introduce you if she's around. Her name's Alexandria.
Can't say I've ever met her, but it'd be interesting. I hear there are only supposed to be a few of these masks around.
Yeah. She procured hers somehow.
Well, if her story is anything similar to mine, then that's going to be an interesting story to tell.
Church hates her people even more than they would yours.
Sounds like a common group I might know.
So what brings you to these parts anyway? As we just now we're just hanging out. Should we fade to black?
As we do.
Anything else anyone wants to do before we skip to the next morning? All right. So, as the sun rises, Affy, You awake with a warm, wet feeling underneath your head.
Did I pee myself?
On your
Yes,
head?
you peed on your head.
Wait, maybe it's a big puddle.
As the smell wafts up, you slowly lift your head, feeling something sticky against it, and realize in your sleep you threw up and then rolled into it.
Mm.
I'm surprised. I'm glad he didn't suffocate.
That's funny. I was
That
thinking the
would've-
same thing.
That would be a very embarrassing way for a character to go.
Yes, I kind of just like kind of like dry heaving and like grumbling and stuff. I like pull myself to standing, like waddle to like the nearest bathtub thing. Is there a bathtub? There should be a bathtub
There,
nearby.
there is not. This is not a very well-equipped bar or
Okay.
tavern.
So plan B. Are we on like the first floor of the tavern or the second?
You are on the
Second.
second.
And how deep is the snow outside?
Decently deep. Looked like it snowed not a huge amount, but a decent amount last night.
Okay. So I kind of like I open the window and I sort of crawl out, just kind of like face plant into the snow in an attempt to wake up more /
Off the
clean
second
myself.
story.
Yes. like,
Okay.
Will that
w-
kill me?
You immediately take 6 bludgeoning damage as you flop out of a second story window
I mean,
into a icy snowbank
I mean,
with hard frozen
look,
ground underneath.
the 2 damage I got yesterday technically healed because I was sleeping. So
And
that's
now
only 4 damage.
No,
if
no,
you
you
think
you
about
just
it.
took another 6.
Yeah. Yay.
So, yay for that. The rest of you begin to wake doing your morning routines as you hear outside the window.
What did we hear? Oh, the thud.
You heard something hitting the snow and ice.
It's probably just some snow falling off the roof. Nothing to worry about.
It's
I
fine.
think it would be fine.
Back to yoga.
I'm gonna go for a run.
So anyway, should probably stop by and talk with that mage, see what he knows.
Agreed.
Sounds like a plan. Let's have some morning breakfast downstairs first, as I put my mask back on before walking out the door.
Wants to go get Effie.
Let's go check if he's in his room.
I'll meet you down there.
I brought Effie up there. I'm still going for my run.
Did you leave before or after he jumped out the window?
I didn't
Oh, I
jump
left.
out the
I left
window,
way
I
before.
flopped.
Which is all the worse.
Because that was at the morning, or that was last night, and now it's in the morning. So yeah, it's already been done. And I was already asleep. Woke up.
I just
and
walk into
started
your
my run.
room looking for either of you two, and you're both just missing. So okay, with that in mind, and with like nothing else to go by, I'm just like starting to panic, and I say, "Fuck it, let's just check downstairs. Maybe they're in the cafeteria."
Do I see a panicked Leroy running down?
Yes, you do.
I just look over at Leroy. I'm like, what's wrong?
Where is the other two?
Huh?
No one's around.
Best friend, you see him?
Esserin, who is sitting at the bar playing with flames, looks over and goes, "No?"
Oi, keep the fire away from the rags.
Yeah, that's probably a good call, he says, bouncing him back and forth between his fingers a little bit higher.
No one's.
So
Well, we know
people are
that.
missing.
Hold on. Let's think this through. We know our friend Galpak, he goes for runs. You think Affy might just joined him?
Does that string
After
being look
last
like a
night,
running
that's a
type?
possibility.
I mean,
Does that string being look like the running type to you?
he's fast on his feet. I don't know.
All right, if you say so. Let's just see if they come back later in the day.
Maybe he had enough of this adventuring thing. He just went home. Who knows? I'm sure he'll show up. Larky, you've seen the scrawny one?
The one that threw up all over the bar last night?
Yeah, that one.
Nah, can't say I am.
Lena's aside.
Nah, I haven't seen that scrawny one that messed up my bar last night.
So
Could fall off a
have you
roof
seen-
for all I care.
Have you seen the short one? Where he's armor, holy man, great drinker.
The short stack went out, I want to say, 30 minutes ago.
Huh.
Was he alone?
He was.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go check out the room again.
You're going to search Affy's room.
That's right. Is
You
there like
notice
an open window?
as you go into the room, you notice a few things. One, the bed is soiled with vomit
Oh
near the pillow.
god, that smell.
Two, there is a small trail of vomit leading from the bed to the window, which is in fact open.
I'd like to look out the window.
You see a unmoving body of Affy in the snowbank, covered in a thin layer of snow.
I look at the site.
There is some discoloration in the snow around her head as the vomit in his hair has spread to it.
I look at the site, and I just close the window and walk back downstairs.
Affy, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Again? Ugh. Oh my god.
You begin to lose feeling in your fingers.
I just wanted to take a bath.
You have been laying still in a snowbank for at least 15 minutes.
I was bathing.
In snow.
There was no bathtub.
Who do you say that to, Forte?
I just say that out loud. Like, found him. Vesperin, I might need you.
I'm just gonna sit down at the table, take a moment to calm myself down, say fuck it, and start ordering
Veteran's
breakfast for myself.
gonna walk outside and come look at this spectacle.
Hey barkeep, I'd like to order food.
What do you want?
I'll take do a half dozen eggs, no, make it 4 pieces of bacon, and how much bread you got?
A few loaves.
Yeah, let's take just a toasted one. I'm trying to cut back a little bit.
2 gold. Bacon ain't cheap.
I'll cut you a deal onto some of my ale if you're interested.
He gives you a look and goes, yeah, just like you were trying to cut a deal with me on my ale. 2 gold, take it or leave it.
Yeah, fine. 2 gold it is.
He moves to the back. Vesperin, you and Forte come out to see Affy. What exactly are you doing in the snowbank right now?
Bathing.
To see, are you wearing clothing?
Yes, I am wearing my clothing. I just plopped into the snow.
To see Affy essentially covering himself from head to toe in snow, as you see his fingers turning purple and his entire body shivering.
Oh my.
Yeah. That's about right. Hey, you like to play with fire.
I
You
I do.
want to take this?
I could probably do something. I guess. Let's see here. I'm gonna kind of stack up some of the lumber from the cart next to Affy and then ignite it with a flame.
What do
Affy,
we hear from the bar though?
you don't really hear anything. This is outside. Affy, you begin to feel a little bit warmer, but you look down at your fingers and they're starting to turn black.
I'd like to pick him up.
Okay. Make a strength. Affy, are you resisting?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm not having a good morning.
Do you say anything as Galfuck picks up your freezing body? Sorry,
Okay.
Forte picks up your freezing body.
I just kind of like stare at him, I'm just like, I'm never drinking beer ever again.
Sure thing, pal. I kind of just like throw him over my shoulder. Now, if you vomit on me, you're cleaning up you're polishing the armory. You hear?
Just take a bath in the snow. It
Affy,
worked.
make another Constitution saving throw.
Again? Yay!
You feel as if something's going to come up, but you're able to swallow it down pretty quick.
Hey, veteran,
What's up?
you know anything about hypothermia? I say as I'm dragging him back in, or dragging Affy back in.
A bit.
You know how to
Need to
treat
get a
it.
fire going. I need hot water.
As I like kick open the door because my hands are kind of occupied,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, I found the scrawny one.
I kind of like wave to everyone. Hello.
Oh man.
Why is
I'm
he on your back
assuming
though?
the tavern has a fireplace.
It does not. It is certainly warmer. It seems like as you look around, there are some pipes that are basically moving through what you assume to be some sort of water that's heated in some way, keeping everything warm.
Gotcha.
I place him down next to the warm pipe, and I tell Affy to not go jumping out any more windows.
No promises.
Has Galthic come back from his run yet?
He has.
Oh, hey, Galthic.
Hey, how you doing? Fine morning.
Better than your roommate. Your roommate decided to throw himself out a window.
What
took a
the
bath.
hell?
I think he might still be drunk. That boy can't handle his liquor, his beer.
I'm never touching the shit again. You can have it.
You know what? As I look to the party, I decide I'm having a good morning and I want everyone else to start off the day in a good mood. Hey barkeep, let me order a round for the boys.
I'll pass. Too early in the day.
No, I insist. You gotta start off the morning feeling good. We'll do the light stuff.
Nah. Sorry, pal. Got a job to do.
Alright, make it 4 for the party then.
Is it beer?
Silver purr.
Is
Silver
it
purr?
beer?
You know,
Silver
I'm
purr beer.
not exactly in the mood. Think I'll pass. Save your cash on me this time, my guy.
Cool.
I'll pay for next round. Next time.
Okay, that makes it 3. Galthic, you in?
As
I'm in. Always like a
There
good
we go.
ale.
There we go. 3 ales. One for me, one for my buddy, and one for my other buddy over there in the corner who desperately needs one.
No more beer for me. I'm never having
The
a beer ever again for as long as I
bartender
live.
places one in front of each of the three of you.
Okay, that's 3 silver, well worth it.
I give it to JJ. I'm like, take it.
It helps with a frostbite, sir.
No, it's not. I got drunk off of exactly 3 sips of beer. I'm not doing that again. That was the worst drunkenness I've ever had.
The only
You sure?
drunkenness you've ever had.
I'm still not having a great time.
You feel better with a beer?
No, you can have it.
Well, cheers.
I would like to also purchase breakfast for food.
What are you getting?
Protein, eggs.
How many eggs you buying?
Let's see. How about 3?
2 silver and 5 copper.
I give him 3 silver. Keep the change.
He hits the back and starts cooking.
Meanwhile, I'm just enjoying my massive breakfast and 2 beers, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting there.
As we're just like kind of chilling by the end of the table, I'm like, I let the party know we should probably talk to the wizard. We should probably talk to the MVP.
I offer Affy a
VIP,
slice of
VIP.
toast.
Thank you. And I just like miserably eat it while just looking very, very down on my luck.
You have a throbbing headache currently, Affy.
I had a terrible evening and a terrible morning. And probably I'm gonna have a terrible, terrible day.
Why'd you jump out a window though?
I wanted to take a bath
My
and there's
question,
no
yeah.
bathtub.
Then
Leave me
just use the
alone.
one that's outside.
So, what line of thought got you to going out the window rather than downstairs?
I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
I was already covered in throw up. I
Mm-hmm.
looked out the window. There's like 2 feet of snow outside. And I thought, oh, snow is just very cold water. If I go jump into the snow, then it will wash me of my vomit and my sins. Hence why I did that.
But why not jump in from outside the building and not off the second story?
I didn't want to walk down the stairs.
I look over to Galthuk and I ask him,
Fair enough response, I
Is-
suppose.
is like something affecting his mind?
No. Unfortunately, I don't think so. I think it's I think that's how he is.
Fucking stupid is what he is.
Like Jack, could be a little bit nicer about that. I mean,
It's his
That
culture.
was me being nice.
It might be,
Fair enough, Jack.
It might be something that people do from where he's from. I don't know. Maybe that's how they greet each other. They jump out of windows.
Bloody half elves.
That'd be a lot of broken bones. Which would turn into really strong bones.
You want to see
Maybe
if he
it's
has strong
empathic.
bones?
I'm curious about that. Hey, Affy, you up for a contest of strength?
No. Unless you plan on carrying me all day, which you can.
How about winner? How about winner is carried?
I want to break the poor boy's back.
What is this competition you speak of?
I just want to see if he has strong bones.
And how would you decide this?
Tell you what, Affy, if you're participating, so will I.
I roll up my sleeve, and I'm just like, the old-fashioned way. Cracking my knuckle.
Ah, fist. I see.
hey Jack, can I get another drink over here, please?
You got a silver?
Yep. Here you go, sir.
He hands you another drink.
I'm gonna sit back and watch this one.
So
I'm
happy
gonna
you in?
watch. No, I'm watching.
Well, we're doing this
I'm
one for
l- I'm-
you. Come on.
I'm looking at you though, cracking my
Okay,
fist.
have fun. I'm having a bad morning. I want it to be worse.
Like I said, you'd get carried if you win.
Yeah, if I win a
All right,
strength,
Effie. Punch
I'll-
me as hard as you can.
Wait, hold on.
I can
Wait.
punch you as hard as I can.
Don't hold back.
Okay, and I kind of just like sit there and I think about yesterday with Forte just like shoving me down the pit slide, and then him peer pressuring me into drinking more beer, and then him roasting me for my poor life choices, and I just kind of go,
Vesserin is going to
okay.
walk behind Affy and grab him by the shoulders and say, "Now give this everything you got," and can't cast Enhance ability.
Okay. I kind of just
You know what?
like, do I have to like
Hang on.
stand on a
Can
chair
you
properly?
post enhanceability to
I can.
show exactly what it do?
I'm going to be using.
Are they like, are they like
Also, I
steroids or
ass-
something?
I assume Forte is sitting, so you would probably just need to stand.
No,
And
I'm
which one are
standing.
you
I'm
using?
standing. I'm standing.
Okay, so I kind of like have to,
Full
should I like
strength.
stand on like a chair or something, or is that like a really dumb idea?
Hang on. While I see all of this just happening, sir, I want you to go in this with full inspiration. Knock him back.
Tackle.
Okay. And now I'm like
Don't
slightly more into it.
don't even bother with your fists. Just bring him to the ground.
All right.
Alright.
Show me what you got.
Okay. I kind of like look over at Orte, my dear, dear friend who has bought me drinks that are all disgusting many times and has saved me from many a pinkle. And I just like punch him as hard as I can directly in the face.
Well, so I need you
Right into the face.
to roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Just do a strength check.
Yeah. But this isn't actually a strength check. This is an
That's a
attack.
save.
Oh, wait.
That's
Never
the
mind. Hang
save.
on.
So bull strength does not actually do anything.
Inspiration does, though.
Inspiration does. Would
Let's
you like
roll a
to roll
d8.
your inspiration dice?
Add a d8.
Okay. So 1d8?
Mm-hmm.
He punches me in the
As
face. Do I even feel it?
Effie punches Forte directly in the face, you all hear a loud, and after
Bravo.
a moment of silence, Affy, you immediately feel a striking, huge pain as you're 90% sure you've at least broken one, maybe two knuckles.
I just kind of like flop over and curl up on the floor. It's like, oh, why did I just do that?
Also,
It wasn't worth it.
you also take 4 damage.
For
Good
punching
God for the
him in the
tackle.
face.
God.
Yep.
It's
I
kind of
look,
like curled up, like wailing in my own stupidity.
I look over at Vesper and I'm like, I don't think he has strong bones.
No. No, it doesn't.
Ouch, my bones.
As I just sit back down and did I get my egg yet?
Your egg is placed in front of you.
I eat the egg.
Just kind of like curled up there, like dramatically, kind of like amplifying the pain, even though I am like straight up in like a lot of pain.
So the purplish blackishness of the frostbite on your fingers had begun to fade. But now the entirety of your knuckles are entirely black and blue on your right hand.
Leaving home was a mistake. I should have listened to my grandma.
Fucking half elves. Bartender just turns around and begins cleaning a glass with a dirty rag.
Oh, might I trouble you for something to eat as well?
What you buying?
I will take 3 eggs and whatever meats you have.
We got lots of options. Spider, rat, chicken, pig.
You know what? I would like to have. Let's try the spider.
That'll be 3 gold.
I kind of like pick my head
Much
up from the
appreciated.
floor. I pick my head up from the floor and it's like, can I have chicken, please?
I don't support cannibalism. And he walks to the back to start cooking.
Wow.
This is not my day.
Evidently.
Couple of minutes later, he comes out, places a single chicken leg at an empty seat for Affy, and places a plate with 2 eggs and what looks to be some white, stringy substance in front of you, Galthuk.
I take a nice smell of it. How's it smell?
Interesting. Not bad, but certainly nothing like you've ever smelt before.
Does it smell like delightful, or does it smell like I don't know, like do I smell the herbs that are in there? Like, is there sage, or what did he add
You
in the ingredients?
smell a heavy amount of pepper and garlic.
Oh, this is gonna be grand. And then I just start scarfing it up. Tastes great to me.
It does taste pretty good. It's a very stringy meat. Definitely a different texture than anything you've had before.
I pull myself
almost-
up and start eating my chicken leg.
It kind of reminds me of a this kind of reminds me of a frog's leg or toad's leg.
This reminds me of
Pretty
a
good.
chicken.
Why would you ever eat a toad? I look at Galthuk.
Oh, they're,
You ever
Quite good.
if you ever tried one, they're a bit oily, but they're so freaking good.
Yeah. I didn't take you for a survivalist. Like, you had to have like gone through hell to eat a toad.
No, actually, it's a delicacy, but they kind of bring it to us. We order it in the tavern that's near to my house.
Really? Well, if I ever come by, or if I ever visit where you're from, you gotta show me what that is and gotta treat me.
Absolutely.
Where I'm from, we hunt our own meat, but I haven't had toad before. Don't really get a lot of frogs nearby, and even then, we don't really go for them because they're too small.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Because you gotta waste an arrow to get that.
Mm-hmm.
I finished the
Oh.
last of my half dozen eggs. I look to the rest of the party and wonder if y'all are ready to start heading back to see the wizard.
Well, just was it?
All right, let's go check out. Let's go talk with the VIP. As I just like crack my neck, get the kinks out.
What, not your knuckles?
No, those are already cracked. I was actually expecting I'm just saying this while we're walking. Like, I was expecting Affy's to actually like punch to actually like, do something, because you gotta have
Gee,
balls to jump out a window.
thanks.
That's true.
I feel so much more comforted now.
Maybe it's just insanity.
Could be as well. Yeah.
So
Misery,
as we're
insanity, define love.
as we're passing the post office, I just want to like throw my head inside there and hey, Elvin, are you in there?
I repeat that. It cut out for a second.
Elvin, are you there?
Where are you knocking on?
The post office.
It's fairly early in the morning, and the post office actually appears to be closed right now.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, shit, it's
They're
closed.
always too lazy.
Do you wanna stop by and see him?
I was just gonna tell him that there's a path to get to the top that's a little bit safer if he's doing any kind of mail through the mountains.
Oh, strong possibility he just doesn't like us though.
That's possible, but you know, you
Getting a
can
feeling
make
a lot of
friends
the people
by
in this town.
you can
Like,
make
take a look
friends
at
with
WotC.
knowledge.
Do you know if there's any farmland in this area?
Mm, not even. I don't think in this area.
Hmm.
I don't think this area is able to have crops, though. I don't know.
It's pretty frozen most of the time.
Seems like they
Well, that's
primarily
true,
survive
but-
off of meat here. More hunting than gathering.
Hmm.
Wonder if we'll see any reindeer on our trips.
Oh yeah, Effie, you still got that Yeti pelt?
Oh wait, I thought we gave it to Galto because he was like freezing and stuff.
You got the Yeti pelt?
Let me check.
No, we
Wait,
gave it him. I mean, I wanted to sell it, but then like
was
I
it
was like,
used
oh,
as
yeah,
a
he's freezing.
blanket?
No, because I promised the shopkeep that I'd bring him a something to make clothes out of. And
Oh yeah.
that Yeti pelt might cheer him up a bit. He's going through a tough time.
So I don't have it in my inventory. I don't remember ever having that in my inventory.
I don't know if you ever added it to your inventory, but they did give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
They did? Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I got it right
See,
here.
the wizard.
So
Yeah, we
I'll
can
be
stop
right
on
with
in.
First and foremost, cart inventory. Sir, has another day passed?
A half a day has passed. Not even. You literally asked that the night before. So no.
Fine. Okay, in that case, we're off through the cart.
You notice that it's just in the northeast of town, right? This tower.
need me to carry you, JJ?
Well, if you're offering,
I do need a exercise. Let's go.
Make a
you go.
strength check. You, with some effort, are able to pick up JJ.
I'm just gonna lounge a little bit, enjoy the trip, enjoy the sights.
Princess
I'm just-
Carrie.
I'm just like, oh god, this is a good workout.
Hey Affy, here you go. Here's that pelt. I'll go ahead and hand it over to Affy.
That's Forte that's
Thank
asking
you.
for it.
I know, but you're kind of carrying something, so.
Sorry, his hands are a little busy.
That's fair. So Leroy, don't think many people carried you like this, huh?
No, I've usually been the one carrying others, so this is a pretty good change of pace for me.
First time for everything.
I'm just like really enjoying myself, just like relaxing my neck and everything.
Taking in the sights. It's like, wow, this is great.
Are there
I've
like
never known the sky to be so blue.
You are make a con or make an athletics check again
Mirror.
as you continue to walk carrying him.
I think I'm getting tired.
You are starting to get tired, yeah. You can still
Oh,
do it for a while, but he is very heavy.
I mean, I'll put him down on my I feel like I can't carry him anymore. You know?
Well, in the meantime, let me know, buddy. I'm just gonna start playing on my bagpipes while you carry me. Good song to play.
You see, Affy, this is how you get strong bones. You don't jump out of windows.
I just start twiddling my bagpipes.
This builds character. As I'm just like, each step is just like a heavy stomp. As I'm just like it's taking effort to do this.
Now this is true comfort.
And we're all still
we get to
heading
the
over
tower.
to the tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
If he
But
gets
how
it-
far does he make it?
I would say he makes it just over the bridge over here. Before his arms start to feel sore.
as I gently put down JJ, I'm like, thanks for that. Got a kink right out of my shoulder.
Anytime, sir. I feel great. Very relaxed, in fact.
Glad
Could
you
almost
enjoyed
take a
the ride.
nap.
Glad you enjoyed the ride.
As you guys head to the tower, you see the same enchanted door with the same symbols.
Is it open?
It is not currently.
Can I do the flexing that I did last time?
You can. And as you do, it once again opens.
And yeah, I love how that's the solution to that. As we could we walk in, I guess.
Yeah.
I'd like to Forte and ask if we should knock first.
I'm sure Flick is watching us.
So, for expediency's sake, you go through without much disturbance, though you do note the labs appears to have been basically repaired, and there are a number of the elementals again. As you enter into the final chamber without really being disturbed by carpet or elemental, you go and you see. That is, you are correct. I apologize. There we are. Where the fuck did I put your icons? There, that's where. I accidentally just deleted them. There we go. Okay. You see once again Ildor in his lab, surrounded by books, and as you walk in, he doesn't even turn around and goes, "And what did you find on your mountain trip?"
You changed the screen.
Oh, did I not?
You did not?
Yeah.
I did not. I apologize. And what did you find on your mountain trip?
We gave a souvenir to your invisible friend? Did he give it to you?
He did. Crystals from the elemental plane of Earth.
Oh man. So, is this any use to you? You able
Not
to
much, but I'm sure I could find some use.
Alright. So how do we stop these things?
You find the source. Or dispel the magic. Or both.
How difficult is it to dispel?
He finally turns towards all of you. Very, very difficult. These are rips in the fabric of our plane. Sit. Let me tell you all a story of long ago. Do you all sit?
I'm gonna
I stand.
walk over here. I'm gonna hand him
Do
a
a
staff.
do a
We need that
crisscross
staff.
applesauce and sit down.
We do need that staff.
Why do we need that staff?
A proof of our quote-unquote kill.
Okay. I will ask then if we can keep the staff to persuade certain individuals.
This was already discussed.
This was the agreement.
Oh, well, I'm an idiot. Got it.
Mm.
What
I
what
kind
are
of like
these things?
lean.
Those are piles of books.
Mm.
Perfect. I lean directly against one of them.
You immediately feel them fall under your weight as you fall to the ground.
Mm. I kind of
I'm
just like
just gonna,
lean
That makes a
against the
better
wall.
nest.
I'm not
sit
gonna move
crisscross
my person
applesauce.
because I'm by the wall and also because my hand is stuck.
We now exist post the fifth calamity. 842 years since the world was ripped asunder. But long, long before it, in the time when the gods roamed the earth, there were no plains. All was one. Men, gods, fae, elements, undead, dragons, they coexisted. It was during the first calamity that our worlds were sundered, apart, cleaved into many different planes as we know them now. The next calamity would remove magic from our world for a time before the third brought it back. The man, the god who brought it back was known as Sephimus, child of the Platinum Dragon and the mother of evil dragons. He the child of Tiamat and Bahamut was powerful beyond imagination, but conflicted in his nature. Curious beyond any mortal being. The godling sought understanding. It was his research that brought magic to the world once again. But in doing so, the conflictions within himself began to grow. The evil of his mother and the righteousness of his father fought within him, splitting his mind asunder, just as the plains had been. And in his madness, he nearly destroyed everything. This was the fourth calamity. It took the power of the gods breaking their oath not to interfere to stop him. Not in one piece, but in 9. Sundering his body with his mind and placing each part in a different plane. If the planes were ever to be brought together again, sundered into one, so too would the dragon. And in doing so, chaos would reign, parties intend to sunder us. And in doing so, many a worry occurs across. He turns around suddenly. Am I boring you? He says to Leroy and Forte.
Yeah, I got it, pal. Kill all the dragons. Will that stop the portals?
Circus man, I don't need to hear this stuff.
Please continue.
You
I'm
need
very
to
interested.
find who it is trying to bring the planes together again.
But it's not you.
If it was me, you would not still be alive.
Oh, you just gotta find this Septimus guy and this Bahamut, right? Punch him in the face. Sounds easy.
You know what? Yes. Go do that.
No, but seriously. Where can we find these? I know that I know that Bahamut is the dragon god across the ocean. Are you saying it's
They're
their fault?
unlikely. Though that is likely what your church believes.
Yep, that's where I got that from. Why don't you think
More,
that's likely?
Bahamut is a god of justice, lawfulness. It was his decision that sundered his child to begin with.
And
As
yet
to
you
the location of the Sephirmi, well, all I know is they exist in different planes.
I mean, they exist across the portals as well.
Somewhere, yes. As previously mentioned, there exist 9 of him.
But where's the one that we need?
That's a very good question. I don't know which you need. I simply know the ones you must avoid.
which would those be?
The corpse, the maw, and gods above. If you ever meet the deal maker, run.
Some truth to this problem.
The most likely allies you could find in them may be the Tempest and the Riptide.
Are they the 2 water ones?
The Tempest is that of the plane of air,
Hmm.
the Riptide of water, the Inferno of fire, the Priceless of earth, the Corpse of the Shadowfell, the Dealmaker of the 9 hells, the Madman of the Feywild, the Maw of the abyss, and one yet unnamed and unknown likely hiding within the prime material.
Oh, that's probably the one that we need.
It is unknown of his whereabouts. After all, what would you do if you were in his shoes?
Keep running, keep hiding, change my name and identity.
That is all I could help you with now. Though I will ask, what will you tell your government, your pope?
We killed the crazy old wizard that lived in this town. No more monsters will be appearing outside.
Let's hope he believes you.
Well, don't send out your creepy gargoyles.
I will keep that in mind.
Operate with discretion. There are eyes and ears everywhere, pal.
Now that we
Don't.
killed a bunch of the monsters by that portal, can you close your barriers to be a little tighter around that area?
It's not that simple. And more creatures have likely come from the portal since. The
Also,
biggest threat being the rock above.
maybe you should put on some pants. Maybe a shirt. Look less like, you know,
Like a nutcase.
look
Yeah,
less
like that.
identifiable. Use more discretion here, pal. People here like you. I don't have a problem with you. But they literally post posters about people like you in the Capitol.
If I must. The old man waves his hand. 1 second, let me just get the correct picture. And he appears to change how he looks suddenly. If I can actually, nope, that is not going to work. Let me find a proper picture for that. You know what? This will do for now. As he turns to look to be a young man. Is this better?
No, you don't look the part anymore.
Just
Yeah,
get
you
very
look like a
excited for a
normal
moment.
dude.
Stand back up and just ask him how did he do that.
I can't reveal all my secrets now, can I?
Is that something you're willing to teach?
It's not something you could learn right now.
I'll be back for that then, if that's a promise.
I'm sure you will. I'll be
Also-
watching you all.
We'll keep in touch. Also, I'm gonna leave you to think on this. The Capitol somehow found out you were here. Maybe you shouldn't be so close with the people here. You don't know who you can trust.
I will take that warning to heart. I thank you.
Oh, no. Do you mind if Flick comes with us?
Well, as to whether he will or not, that I'll leave as a surprise. After all, having something to keep an eye out on you isn't as useful if you know if he's always there or not.
Well, I can see where he's at. I'm just saying,
You
you
have
know
a.
what?
Sorry.
What's that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I can usually tell if he's around. I can't see magic.
Flick will make his appearances, but he is still my assistant.
Fair.
With that, I do have more research to do.
Oh,
And
by the way,
not nearly
does he
enough
eat
time.
anything?
He is an elemental. He cannot eat. Well, he likely can, but he has no need to or desire to. He can understand you, but he doesn't exactly have vocal cords to speak. And
Oh.
he is quite annoyed at you threatening to throw flour on him.
I also tell
Like-
the wizard, I might send a friend of mine to talk with you. Don't worry. Similar to me. Ask them where does the winter blossom bloom. That's how you'll know.
And I'll make sure not to accidentally kill them.
Good luck with that. As Forte just takes his leave.
Western will follow.
What about the rest of you?
Is that a
I will
promise,
take my
sir?
leave.
He does not seem to be paying attention to you as he's going back to his research.
Okay. Bye. Thank you for the fancy fire knife.
He waves his hand, and suddenly your hand and your head feel a little bit better, Affy.
Oh, thank you.
As you guys exit, what do you all want to do?
I think we should head back to the capital and report a job well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We
So
can
where is this
go.
capital you guys speak of?
It's like a couple days by cart, kind of.
We're heading
You
straight
pass
to
by
the
this pretty cool cave, but there's like bears living inside, so we can't stay there.
we're heading straight for the capital of Obstigrad.
Mm.
Are there any gates I should be made aware of as we're passing through?
Gates? I didn't hear what you said.
Are there any gates I should be made aware of as I talk to Forte specifically?
Watch out for anyone. My word should be enough to get you into the city, but watch out for anyone who seems a little too nosy about you.
Gotcha. In the meantime, looks
I
like
know-
we'll be having some fresh ale on the way.
Hmm? Are we heading out?
I think
That
so.
is entirely
I
up
would,
to you.
yeah. Yeah, let's
That's-
start
that's,
heading
uh,
back.
That's the conclusion I thought we came to.
No objections here?
Sure.